This is a big fight for me, fighting an undefeated fighter. I've been watching a little bit of film. I'm trying to pick her apart, but so far I see that she's aggressive, she's very fit, and she comes forward and comes to fight, which is great. Good thing I like chicken, because otherwise, I mean, I'd really hate my life, but. She is 14-0. I am fighting in her backyard. She wants a shot at the belt. It's a lot of risk. The thing with undefeated fighters is they don't know how to lose. They're almost that much harder to beat because they don't know what that feels like and they have no quit.
Do you think she's been watching any film of you?
She'd be dumb if she wasn't. I'm from the North originally, so I was born in the Northwest Territories, raised in Alberta. There's our old farmhouse. I loved the farm. I couldn't imagine growing up any other way.
She's tough, you know. She always has been. Nobody messed with Jelena. I didn't even mess with Jelena.
Jelena was always, you talk about competitive and stubborn, she was not afraid of anything. Also very smart. Jelena was always on the honors roll.
I think she's one of those people, like, people underestimate her intelligence, and then she uses that to her advantage. So, yeah, Jelena's very smart.
Just her work ethic, her determination, her drive, you know, and that, like, you talk about the other side of it, that, you know, sort of the quiet killer, you know, she's humble, but there's a steel there that's pretty impressive.
My dad came to Canada in 1968. He was 18 years old, came with nothing, couldn't even speak English. Had to hustle and learn and grind from there. And my dad was telling me he was an 18-year-old sitting in a grade 4 class trying to learn English.
She was a powerful kid from day one. She was really tough, and I guess lots of this genetics. Just look at this at 66. And that's basically, what it is. I think it's lots of genetics. I believe in that.
I feel like this is equivalent to having a child. Enough fighting. Sit. Down. I run every day, and then 3 to 5 miles usually, and to get ready for sparring and work, and then we're in the boxing gym every night. When I first started boxing, I was 19. I was playing basketball, and I blew my ACL out. In my rehab process, I needed something to do. So the first day I walked into the boxing gym, I was still playing basketball in my mind, and I just wanted to get a good workout, good sweat in. And then I totally fell in love with the sport.
She was the first female boxer I trained. I just didn't think that there's room for female boxers in professional boxing, really. I didn't care much for women fighting anyways, so.
My dad and I were watching boxing on TV. And I was like, you know, Dad, it doesn't seem like it's that much work. And he's like, honey, it's not as easy as it looks. I don't think you could do it. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, challenge accepted.
She came home, she told me that she would like to try it. I said, if you like to, go ahead. I never thought anything of it. I thought it was just be nice to learn a few tricks that she can protect herself.
From the first day, I was like, oh, you know, I want to start this sparring thing that everybody's doing. Like, I want to punch something or someone, or mostly someone. And then the first time I actually got in the ring and I got hit in the face, and I was like, what the heck is this? I wanted to hit her back twice as hard and twice as much.
She's like, are you gonna come watch my fight? Fight, Jelena? What are you talking about? She's like, I want to try this boxing thing out. I was like, you're insane.
Boxing is, maybe now looking back, a natural fit for her. She was an aggressive person always. You know, it's never nice when your sister tells you she wants to get hit in the face for a living.
I didn't enjoy it because I don't enjoy seeing her getting hit.
When I turned pro, I was mesmerized by the sport. I was hooked on it immediately. I remember my first pure knockout like it was yesterday. We were in Winnipeg. It was my first fight out of town. I was losing the first 2 rounds bad. And Milan's like, you don't start doing things properly. He goes, that's it. We go home, we never talk about boxing again, and that's it, we're done. I had hit her with a right hand, left hook combination. Oh my God, I'm like, that was the best feeling in the world, but is she okay?
Your winner by KO, Jelena Mrdjenovich.
She was naturally strong. At one point, I said to her, I think you can be a world champion if you continue with this sport. And she looked at me like, you know, no, not me, I can't.
When Milan started saying, well, we're gonna have a world title, and I was like, best in the world at something sounds pretty cool.
Man your battle stations, it's time for the main event. 10 rounds of boxing for the vacant WIBA and WBC lightweight championship of the world.
The biggest thing about her is, if you're fighting Jelena, you know you're in for a fight.
2 years experience, really. So I went in and he's like, we can do this, just you've worked hard, like just do what we worked on. So the 6th round came, we were winning the fight. I went in and I threw a right hand and the most perfect left hook I think I've ever thrown up until that point. I've thrown a few left hooks, so that's kind of my move, but this left hook and I hit her right on the chin and she dropped like dead body. She just flattened out. It was shock, actually. I didn't even realize they won at first. Milan comes running in, he's picking me up, he's hugging me, they're putting belts on me, and I was like, what just happened? This is incredible. It was amazing. That's one of my favorite fights. Yeah, I hit her so hard. It was so great.
When she won the world title, I don't think she realized that she was a world champion at the time. It took me a long time to make her believe that she was the best. There was no better than her.
She kind of came out of nowhere, burst on the scene, and has stayed on the scene at the top. She has to go down as one of the greatest female boxers of all time, and definitely has to be considered one of Canada's greatest female athletes ever.
This sport was new to her and new to women, and she's one of the best women fighters ever.
She is remarkable. Her record says she's remarkable. To become, as an old reporter, a fan of an athlete, that's pretty rare. I believe she should be in the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame, and if she isn't one day in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, they should take all the signs off the wall.
It is tough being a female in this sport. My career didn't exactly take off. Like, I hustled to get to where I'm at. I fought for free and I had to sell tickets to pay for my opponent.
I would say she's going to go down as one of the more underappreciated great Canadian athletes we've had. There are some people who see a female and she's a boxer, and they're like, well, I do not want to support a female boxer. I can't get behind that. I can watch two guys fight. I can't watch two women, which is so archaic. It's really asinine, but I do believe that culture still exists.
You have to understand the generation I come from. We believed in young ladies, and young ladies didn't put gloves on and go stand in front of a crowd and fight. And I promise, if she hadn't been much better than the average at what she does, she would have been a blip on the radar.
You got Manny Pacquiao female boxing, and nobody cares. Like, what? How is this? Like, nobody can wrap their head around it.
It's kind of crazy when you look at it like this way. Like, I actually laid them out, just somebody wanted a picture of all of them. And it's kind of crazy when you look at it this way.
I guess you don't realize what that means until you put it to scale of she's the best in the world.
Canada's best kept secret, because she's a world champion. There's not too many Canadians that can say that.
Pretty crazy. Like, you're the best in the world at something like that. That's pretty insane.
There's a lot of people that don't know what that really means. That's something else, you know? There's nobody that's born Canadian right now that holds these titles.
One time in Edmonton, we were out socializing, and at this time, she's a champion now, and a lot of people around town know who she is. And there's some guy keeps coming up to her, and he's talking to her, and he's saying, oh, you hit like a girl, and you're just gonna hit like a girl. And she was keeping her composure, and he just kept coming back and was like, hit me, you hit like a girl, hit me. So finally, she turns around and smack, one punch, boom, he's down on the ground. And everybody around is laughing, they're like, well, the guy deserved it. It was one of the greatest things you'd ever seen, because I do think you have to deal with that stigma. As a girl, there are a lot of guys who think, oh, she's a girl. She doesn't hit very hard. She's only 125 or 130 pounds. Well, when you're a trained world champion boxer and you know how to punch in a direct line and you know how to transfer your energy and your weight, you're gonna knock the guy out. I guarantee you no guy's ever hit him as hard as that, and I'm pretty sure he's never asked a woman to hit him again.
Take the job out.
Gaelle, for her, this is the biggest challenge of her career. And I don't doubt that she's training so hard. Like I said, undefeated. I'm fighting in her backyard.
There you go.
To be able to take the challenge and go to somebody else's hometown, that's a feat in itself.
Give bad movement.
Hopefully it doesn't backfire.
Touch with the jab. Right hand close. Keep right hand under.
First session back is humbling. Knowing that I did not bad is showing that I'm hopefully keep this going right into the fight.
Like jumping right back into it.
Milan is a coach. For him and I, we've evolved as we've gone. When we first started, we used to argue a lot. I think that's part of the reason why initially he was really into training me, because he had never trained girls ever. He never thought about it, never wanted to. Like, it was just kind of like he was gonna do this as a favor to my dad, get the boxing out of my system.
Her father was looking for somebody to help her out because he was just thinking it's just a matter of time that she's going to train for a while and then quit and it'll be all over.
Milan really took Jelena from the first day under his wing and is like a father to her and cares about her and loves her that much, and vice versa. The two of them talk every single day, whether they're training or not. And they have that love and respect for each other. He really is like a second father to Jelena.
They're not only talking about boxing either, they're talking about life and what she did that day.
You know, he still is intense, but he expects more quicker from me, I think. Before he was more lenient. Now it's like, I don't understand. We've been doing this for 14 years. You should be better. So, depends on the day, I suppose, with Milan. I hit hard. Anybody my weight, male or female, I can hold my own. Actually, we don't even spar with females anymore because I am a lot stronger. I've broken some girls' noses, I've broken ribs, eye socket. There was times where it was tough. We brought a guy in to spar one time and he wouldn't hit me. And I'm like, well, what's the point in you being here if you aren't gonna hit me? So I started low blowing him until he got pissed off enough to hit me back. And I was like, well, finally you showed up.
Touch with the jab. Right hand close. Keep your right hand under the chin. Keep your right hand under the chin. How come that defense is much better? Keep bad movement. Right hand there. Waterproof thing here. If you're going to hold this one here and this one here, you're going to get hit with right hand all the time.
Okay.
So can we get this hand up or this one?
Okay.
Touch with the jab. Right hand close. Keep your right hand under the chin. Keep your right hand under the chin. Hook there. Don't push. Time. Very good. Breathe. That was really good. Except I don't want you to start dropping those hands. I don't even know why you're dropping both.
Well, the first one.
You're dropping both.
No.
No what?
The first right hand,
How do you eat these hands if you don't draw?
Can I explain to you?
No, don't. I see it.
I was throwing the right hand with him and he was way faster.
No, that wasn't the case. You're getting caught because you're standing up.
And that.
You're not, yeah. I want you to do lots of those things. Center ball.
No pads.
No, nothing. I don't want you to burn out because you did lots of sparring and you're ready, physically you're ready.
I don't feel like my timing's great.
Where are you going to get the timing if you didn't get it by now?
Well, I just don't feel like I need to do pads with you. Nice and light.
Oh, we'll do lots of next week.
I'm a little frustrated after training. Like, I want to do pads. Feel like my timing's off. Feel like I want to be faster. I want to be sharper. And you know, Milan and I, this is what he loves to do. He loves A, to irritate me right before we fight, and B, he knows best. I'm in go mode, and I just want to feel perfect.
Jelena, of course, I think has become a huge role model for a lot of the local boxers, male and female. But you know, a lot of young girls look at a woman in a sport that maybe doesn't look girly, but shows that, you know, you can still be feminine, but also be tough. And I think she's really become a role model for a lot of young females to illustrate that, you know what, it's okay, you can still be pretty and you can be ferocious at the same time.
My most proud moment was when I find out that she gave all her money to charities, to kids.
She's a role model for young boys and girls, and I think that's going to be her legacy.
Jelena doesn't realize what she's accomplished. Some of these young kids and these young girls come up to her and they're in shock because that's their hero, and she's a hero to people. She never actually stops to realize how much she's done.
You know, my dad came to Canada with nothing and always gives to anybody he ever can. I've always wanted to give back. Everybody in the family was like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to be this fighter? And I love it. I love the sport. And I think that's the thing that they don't understand is the passion behind the sport. When I was 18, 19, going to university in Edmonton, I really didn't have to answer to anybody, like, except when fights came around and my dad was like, okay, are we ready to quit boxing? And so I never had to question them on whether I was going to do it. It was just whether they were going to come and watch. I'm so fortunate that I have the best support system. My mom has not missed a fight, and my dad comes when he can, but he's still hesitant on it. He hates to see me get hit, but that's natural, I think. Yeah.
Mrdjenovich has been caught with a headbutt. She's got a nasty gash over her left eye, and it is really bleeding.
She got hit in the headbutt, and there was blood every place, and I said, why do you need this, you know? And she just brushed me off. She said, wow, that's something I like doing.
Ladies going toe-to-toe with blood spattering all over the place as final seconds count down in round number 3. Oh my God, Jelena Mrdjenovich looking like she's in a horror movie where she has been sliced.
It's definitely nerve-wracking. The anxiety, almost like a panic attack feeling. Every fight's been the exact same feeling, like the feeling you want to puke.
Open it up even further.
Anytime you see blood, I think, especially when it's your sister and you can see the gash, that was a different kind of feeling altogether.
Blood is pouring out of that cut.
Saw the blood, and then it was like pumping, and it was like something from some kind of horror movie. Like, it was awesome.
Hurricane Shark going toe-to-toe with Mrdjenovich.
I just worry about her getting hit too many times and concussions and all this. And
Mrdjenovich throwing some big shots. Hernandez in the wild right hand, and Mrdjenovich going, big left hook, and down goes Hernandez.
I'm a daddy's girl. I could not imagine what goes through his head or how he feels or what that makes him feel.
It's mixed emotions, like you want her to win, but you also don't want her to be hurt.
And Judge Brian Giesbrecht scores at 58-55, all for your winner by unanimous decision. And the new WBC featherweight champion of the world, Jelena Mrdjenovich!
I enjoy going to war, having those action-packed fights, and If I can get excited about it, that means everybody else is gonna get excited. And that means I'm doing my job entertaining.
You meet her outside the ring, and she doesn't look like a boxer. She kind of looked like the girl next door, and then when she got in the ring, if she didn't knock the girl out, she was pissed off.
I think I owe a lot of my success to perseverance, hard work, and stubbornness. Actually, that's one of the big ones, is I'm so stubborn. I refuse to quit, and I refuse to lose. Well, I try not to lose, at least, but I think even now, after this 47 fights, I still constantly can get better and want to be better, and I expect to be, I'm a world champion. I should be the best.
Boxing is the game of learning, and everybody learns every day. You can't be saying to yourself, well, I know it, I don't need to learn. Every day is a new experience, and every time you spar, you learn. Right? Instead, you're jumping on everything. Why are you jumping on everything? Can't you be more relaxed about it? She always did spar with the men, simply because there's not enough competition with women, and there was nothing to learn from the women. It's a good learning experience and good way for her to get in the shape.
If I could spar all night, if the line would let me, I 100% would, because it's fun. It's the closest thing to a fight you can get.
Double, double, triple, don't be throwing one at a time.
Mylène does not like to see her being hit or caught, and I think that fires her up too. Mylène's a little bit of a scary man when he wants to be, so.
Get under that, you see? You gotta get down under the left hook.
He doesn't hold anything back.
Use your job, find them.
He doesn't sugarcoat it at all.
Pick up, 30 seconds, pick up.
He's not gonna lead her down a path that she might actually get hurt.
Time. Okay, listen to this.
Pushing.
You're not moving your feet one more time. You're listening to what I'm talking to you about?
Yes.
I want you to close. I don't want you to jump off on this foot. Listening, watch.
I'm watching.
I don't want you to jump. I want to close both feet.
Okay.
Don't look at the other way when I'm talking to you. Downstairs, downstairs. Don't stand up. Move your head and get rhythm happening. Left hook there, left hook when you get in. Keep your hands up. Don't stand up, Jelena. Get under that, you see? Move your feet in. Head movement a little more. All right, nothing wrong with it. Hang on. Nothing wrong with sparring, it's all good.
Not great.
Standing too high up, well, it's okay.
I had a little bit of a setback, you know, family issues. So we had a little bit of a crappy week. And then I got a little sick, a little under the weather, I think. Just a little beat up emotionally, mentally, and then that kind of wears on you.
And now, you know, you got to spar, but you're a little bit clumsy because of all the work.
We had a long week.
Well, yeah. That's true, too. I just...
I think I was way better last week.
What is the difference? Are you fighting here or what?
No.
Well, then what's the difference?
I want to be effective.
Well,
I wasn't effective today. I don't ask to win. I just ask to do properly, and I can't even do that.
it doesn't matter. It's okay. We'll get there. I know that you can do it, so it's okay.
Oh, and he's great work.
Yeah, he's the best work there is. He doesn't let you...
Get my distance.
That doesn't let you win and then say, oh, yeah, it's okay, I got slapped, it's all right for me to do that. He doesn't. He pays back immediately. So you have to be moving, covering up, and that's a good thing. Like Blake doesn't give you free shots. If you get one free in, he's pitching back. That's why This guy is the best sparring you can get.
Walked into a left hook to the body, and the body's like, oh, Jesus.
And then every time, then once you started avoiding that, every time I went to throw that, I was too slow because I was standing up, so then I had to sit down to throw.
Yeah,
I wasn't moving my feet to adjust, so I was jammed up, which he's telling me to fix, but I'm an idiot. I'm super hard on myself. It's hard because in what we do, we don't ever have to answer. I answer to Milan, yes, but you figure things out on your own. It's a sink or swim thing. So, I mean, if you don't figure it out, you're gonna sink fast.
She's very in your face, she's very aggressive, she's very to the point, you know, and whatever she does it 100%. And I believe that if she never really got into this, she'd be running my dad's company right now. I'd be working for her, pretty much. I believe that, yeah.
I guess growing up, I always dreamed I would run our business as well, but I feel like I have time to do that after. Like, it's not going anywhere. And I feel like this window as an athlete and being able to push myself to the way I do and to the ability that I can, that window is short. And I never want to look back and be like, I wish I could have, would have, should have done this.
After your titles, did you feel like you had a target on your back?
Of course, your target goes from being like semi-big to like huge, to being like called out by everybody and, you know, hated on everybody. Everybody was hating on me because I was just this little Canadian girl. I don't come from a tough life. You know, my family are very supportive. I live a pretty normal life. And I think that almost bothered people is that, like, okay, you know, boxing is known for being a tough, gritty sport and having people have all these challenges. And I think, you know, for women especially, it was like, oh, this little Canadian girl who's just a princess won this world title. This is gonna be the easiest mark on the planet. I'm here to do my job and to be the best. Anybody can target me all they want, good luck, because I'm gonna work harder than you and I'm gonna be better than you.
Jelena Mrdjenovich!
The world, sometimes people are jealous, sometimes people are haters, and I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that when you leave it to go to the judges, you might not win.
In the first round, and that did not take long for Jelena Mrdjenovich. Big right hand, she may not get up. Let's take a look again. It was just a lightning with a huge right hand. She is done. A big fight for her. She is defending her title. Mrdjenovich misses with a right hand, catches. Scrag with a left hook. Always picking her punches. But she let Jelena go for it, too. Two big right hands by Mrdjenovich, and Scrag is sitting down. And another right hand for Jelena Mrdjenovich. So this is these next two. Oh!
Mrdjenovich has a lethal left hook.
The only way you can control boxing is by winning by knockout or absolutely winning, clear-cut, beating the crap out of someone, and that's boxing. I mean, at the end of the day, your goal is to knock someone out. At least that's my goal. We had a few up and down years. A couple decisions didn't go my way, and I think there was like a 3-year period that I came out on the wrong side of a lot of decisions.
And the new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Olivia the Predator Gaelle. For the winner by majority decision, and Marie Saccarato. For the winner by split decision, Lethal Lindsay Garber.
Well, it was a tough time for her losing. She couldn't cope with losing, neither could I at that point, because I thought some of the fights that they scored against her, she won them clearly. But, of course, you know, a loss is a loss.
And Judge Craig Metcalf scores it 77-75 for your winner by split decision, Melissa Udacan Hernandez.
It was frustrating. It was heartbreaking. You know, you put in 12-week training camps to come out of a fight you think you're winning, only to get robbed.
We had good rhythm happening.
That was the time in her career and in my watching of her career that I was most impressed with her. I knew that she wouldn't continue to lose. So what do? You either walk away unhappy or you resurrect yourself.
Having so much success at a young age, she got all that stuff very young. I think her raw talent took her to places that maybe her boxing set wasn't quite ready.
I think at that point, I was questioning, I think, how much I love the sport.
You gotta work on these so you get this weight ready. The weight is on the front of you.
I think Jelena took a lot of criticism. You know, I know there's a lot of people, myself included, were like, hey, maybe it's time. Like, maybe you peaked. Like, maybe you're getting too old.
You can look back and question everything, but I think everything that I've gone through, all those losses, have made me part of the fighter I am today.
Move your head after.
I think that she became a better fighter, a better boxer, a better athlete from those losses, because Jelena, just in her nature, she wants to be the best. So she takes that and she becomes better boxer, a better athlete, a better person, a better ambassador to the sport.
Standing up. Tight, not. Elbows tight. Elbows tight. Head down. Oh, you're learning. You're learning now.
Jelena had to slug it out, and she earned all her championships along the way, because her career didn't just go like this. It came like this, and then she lost, and then it came again, and then she had to lose. And I think that's more accepting of what a true athlete does. The great athletes in any sport. Muhammad Ali didn't win every time. Wayne Gretzky didn't win a championship every year. Tiger Woods didn't win every golf tournament. So you're not going to win every fight as a boxer.
It was a huge question when I went to Japan from everybody. Is this it? Are you gonna retire? Everybody counted us out. Japan was kind of it. we were gonna throw in the towel and call it a day or come home victorious. It's one of those fights where I wish I had it on video. We went to war. There was no way I could knock this girl out. She is so tough.
In Japan fight at about 5th round, I looked at her and I said, well, you're dogging it. I said, well, either you fight or maybe it's time to do something else.
Japan revived my career. Having the fight gone the way it did totally reinvigorated me in Milan. It kind of made us excited about boxing again. It made us believe in the sport again.
She won that fight clearly in Japan, and that was a turning point in her career.
Things could be a lot different. We probably wouldn't be here right now. I'm 34 years old, 47 fights. It's a lot of fights. I can't see myself quitting, but you know, at some point, my body won't let me do this anymore. You put a lot of wear and tear on your body. This last fight, I got cut. I got headbutt here. And this, I think, was the worst because it got a little infected after. Normally, I recover really quickly and I heal really fast. But this is the first time in 14 years that I've had kind of a little hiccup. You know, you get little injuries and you're like, well, do I want to get cut anymore?
She's getting up there in age, 34, just a matter of time, you know, it's gonna be somebody better out there.
Whenever Jelena does fight, I worry that there's gonna be that one person who's just too good, too strong, and she'll take a beating.
Well, eventually she is going to get outmatched because of her age if she doesn't retire in time. I mean, there's young kids that will beat her simply because this is a sport for young people.
Maybe it's time for her to retire. Like, what more do you want? How many belts? How many, like, world championships do you need to accomplish? Like, what else do you want from it?
47 fights. It's a lot of fights, and you know, you always get everybody questioning when's enough. And I didn't want to give anybody the chance to write my story. I'm going to finish it the way I want to finish it.
How do you tell her, like, stop? You can't. You know, like, it's an addiction.
I would like to see her retire, but I'm not going to tell her that anymore because I told her a few times, and I hope she watched this interview that she'll know that.
I've worked so hard at being above average and the best at something that I just am not ready to give up yet. So it's hard. It's something you flirt with, and then you're like, you get in the gym, I walk in through these doors, and I'm like, nope, still got it, still want to be here. I still have that drive.
Athletes are wired different. That's why the great athletes are just wired different. They have a competitive drive. They always want to find ways to challenge themselves. And, you know, boxing's really a huge part of her life. It's not everything who she is, but it's a major part of who she is today.
We're here down at Rogers Place. The coaches invited me down to watch practice. Just checking out some local athletes, some local phenoms. Edmonton is it's a small, big city, so the community is quite small. I've been fortunate enough to meet some of the athletes, and you know, you all go through the same things. Obviously, the Oilers are a little bit more mainstream than the boxing in Edmonton. Actually, Lucic has had some amateur fights. We were talking about it when I ran into him. I fight for 2 minutes at a time. These guys fight for like 10 seconds. So it's the endurance level's a little different. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, no, thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Nice
check
hardware there.
check it out.
Can I see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it too bad Monster's not here today? I know.
This one's kind of, yeah. I put them up every time I fight because I'm like, I think you should be a champion by defending your belts.
Okay.
Right? So this one is basically the one that everybody wants.
Okay.
Yeah, how are you? Welcome.
Good.
Thanks for coming down and
thanks for having
spending some time with us.
Yeah.
I've heard your story. It's a remarkable one.
He's got a big fight in France. Luch is just in the shower. He's the one who's boxed before, and they've met before too.
So which one are you defending?
Both. These are both. No.
There we go.
We're probably about 6%, 8%, 6 to 8% body fat right now.
So what do you know about this girl?
She's never been stopped. She's never lost, never been stopped. Tough. Comes forward. I don't think she's been hit by anybody like me. So, what is like? I think it's Mike Tyson's quote: "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face." Right now I'm anxious. I'm done with training, so I just want to fight. So this is kind of what we go through. So
Limbo
Milan keeps me calm, but it's tough. So this is a tough week for me. This is out of all the weeks of training, this is the hardest. Where have you been? I've been sitting here.
Upstairs.
Thank you. This is a lonely game. There's a lot of times where it's just you and your mind, and I think sometimes that's the loneliest place to be. It's a mental game. Like this game, I think people don't give credit to how mental it is. I've sacrificed a lot in my 13 years, but I think the opportunities that I've been given and the experiences that I've had have made up for my sacrifices. So I absolutely wouldn't change a thing. I'm ready. I just want to fight. Like for me, this is the hardest week. Just like trying to slow down, trying to relax, especially when I feel like this good. I've never missed weight, so why would I start now? I'm not going into somebody else's backyard and gonna lose my belt on the scale. It's just not an option.
She doesn't like to be around too many people the last 2 weeks of training camp. She gets a little agitated, so it's easiest for us because she knows she can...
We have to put up with her, so we're family. Like, she can yell at us and it's fine.
Of course, I just don't know how to tell the guy. Yeah.
She gets quite agitated doing the weight cuts. I just don't want to be around when she gets all moody when she can't eat and drink.
Turn back your weight. Come on.
I remember the first couple of fights, we would not eat in front of her because she had to cut weight. And like, you know, it's little things like that that we're just family. Like that's how it goes. We got over that pretty quick.
Touch, not hard.
Jelena whines a little bit during weight cuts. I don't blame her, but she'll be sitting there and she'll be like, can I have an ice cube? And like whatever. And so There's been times she's done, like she just doesn't want any part of it anymore. I remember her handing me scissors and telling me to cut her hair off. I was like, Jelena, I don't think your hair weighs 5 pounds or whatever. I'm not cutting your hair. I said, if you want to cut your hair, you do it yourself. Like, I was like, there is no way I'm going to be the one who chops off your hair, because tomorrow, you're not going to talk to me again.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last one standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last one standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you.
When I started, I never dreamed I would achieve, not even in my wildest dreams. And then once you're there, it's just like, it's addicting. You know, it's addicting to constantly prove that you are the best in the world. It's not that I question that I am. I have the belts to prove it, but it's constantly showing people that you are still the best.
Every fight, they want your belt. Jelena's always taking the attitude, if you want it, come get it. You want my belt, come get it.
I didn't see Gaelle at all, up until the point where she came out and actually stepped on the scale. When I saw her actually step on the scale, I see that she is in phenomenal shape. I half expected her to be a little bit smaller than me.
Jelena Mrdjenovich.
As I've gotten older and then as I'm getting fitter, I'm losing weight, but I'm also stronger and better, if possible.
Whether she's in the best condition that she's ever been, she's fighting undefeated girls, so she should be. Where she has to go into somebody's country and fight undefeated girls, so she has to be in her best.
Get ready, 'cause here I come. I'm about to come and get me some. About as hot as a smoking gun. Get ready.
Well, we're getting hair braided now, so we don't know how long that will take. Shouldn't be too long. You know how many times I've been told my entire life, you're too pretty to box. When people ever question it, then they look at my highlights and then my career. That right there is my resume. Perfect. Perfect.
Are you ready for this? You know what happens to people who don't take control? They get deleted. Are you ready to get deleted, or are you ready to take control? Pack your bags now, let's get out of Dodge. Sick of living life, sick of getting scars. We the ones who go to war, carry guys. We the shadows that move around in the dark. Take your life back, take your time back. Welcome to the tribe, check the rhyme. I was doing bad, couldn't fight. Now my phone ringing all the time, yeah. We the only ones, holy sons. Mama's dead, kids holding guns. Catch 'em early, put
That waiting and that anticipation of actually getting into the ring and fighting. So you get a little bit of butterflies, you get a little bit of nerves, you get a little bit of excitement, and a little bit of like a holy shit moment.
How's that, good?
We tightened it. It's still kind of loose, but it's good.
Still loose, right?
Well.
You have to box with the reflex or something.
Okay.
Boxing in the fight with at the end were awful.
Uh-huh.
My ex-wife too.
Okay, next time I see you.
Just like that, but you got it set up. Just crossing over a bit. Yeah, just a little bit, but don't be standing up. Okay, settle down a little bit.
It's a big worry fighting in someone's backyard, and I think that was maybe like, did I make a bad decision?
That shoulder in the front, the jab, how many times they gotta say that? If I had a penny for every time I said that, you probably retire now rich. I know, just fall in. Right, like fall in, like you're falling the shoulder. Come on, you know how to be sneaky. Fall in. Right. Again, one more time, falling in. Yeah, if that happens, then it's over. Well, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
There's a hole. All right.
Okay.
Come with me.
No, we're second. No, they come out first. Are they in the ring?
Where's the girl?
You're the first.
What do you mean I'm the first? I'm the champion, you the
We're
first.
the champ. We're the champions, so they come first.
They come first, what do you, we told you that already. Oh, I should slap him. We told them. But he says she's in already. He doesn't know, he says she's in already. What do you, he understands. Get down onto the business immediately this round, right?
The featherweight world champion Jelena Mrdjenovich. Gaelle Amand is wearing the tricolore in her hair. Let's hope it brings her luck. That right hook is dangerous.
Body, body, body.
Body, body. Nice.
I am quite worried 1 minute into this fight. Each punch is landing on our national champion. She cannot fight this kind of fight.
Set it up.
Don't forget that Jelena is the former lightweight world champion. But she now boxes as a featherweight. When you go down a weight class, you have superior power, and she is showing it.
Hey, keep your left hand higher. You understand? Start slipping that. You understand what I'm saying?
Quicker, yeah, she's slow.
I've got the lead. Slow. Pick her up with the short jab. Right hand, get the rhythm. Suck her, right? You're working on the rhythm.
Though she is only a year younger than the champion, Gaelle has had just 14 fights.
Work the jab, let's go. Work the jab. Keep the jab working. Yeah.
Gaelle is going to take that right every time by circling to the champion's right side.
Follow that shot up.
And slip that right hand when she throws it on your chin. Catch it up, come back with your own right. Okay? Tighten up.
I'm a little wide.
Huh? A little bit wide on the punches. Tighten up. Left hook, tighten up. Get under with that 45-degree left hook. Don't go around on the top. Okay?
Yeah.
Get under with the left hook. Once you go to the body, get under. Okay?
Jelena arrived 8 days ago, just enough to recover from the jet lag. Gaelle is more successful when she waits and counters.
Let's go, work.
3 rounds into the fight, all 3 judges have the champion up by 3 points.
There you go, work that. More body. Work it. Body. Work.
Gaelle must get on the offensive. She is down in the fight.
Come back with the last hook.
She has one more round if we come back with left hook downstairs. She's just caving in from the right body. She'll breathe good.
I'm good.
Gaelle Amand is not an overly powerful girl with only 1 knockout in her 14 victories. Jelena, on the other hand, has 19 knockouts for 47 fights.
Again! Again!
Come back with that left hook after the right hand. Come back with that left hook after. After your right hand, I want to see that left hook. Come on. What do you mean? Let's go. You gotta be live. Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
Gaelle is moving inside. She's starting to find her distance now. The champion is not efficient enough. She should watch out for the counter.
Use the jab. Let's go. Use the jab. Use it. Mix it up and down, mix it up.
The champion, her power is fading. It is harder for her now.
Are we waiting?
Yeah. You got to not to give away any rounds. Use that jab. Use the jab. No giving any rounds away. With stupidity, overwhelm her with the jab. Trick her up and down with both sides. Understand? Start coming back with that left hook. Come up, come up. Let's go. Get the distance. Stretch on the jab and get the distance. Come on. With that shoulder. Good.
Oh, they aren't going to last long swinging like this.
She's hurt to the body. Keep digging now. She's hurt there.
Keep digging there.
Yes. Again. Yes.
Body left up.
It looks like Gaelle has won this round. This is going to be very close.
Huh?
Is it close even?
Well, it's close if you want to make it close. You've got to throw the punches better than that when you're getting with over left hand.
It's amazing in this sport how things can change so quickly. In the 8th round now, Gaelle Amand is making a comeback. One judge has shifted. She is clawing her way back into the fight.
Good round. Hey, you're hitting her, but you're not throwing left hook correctly. Could you set that left hook? Set her. Left hook, set up. Jab. Let's go. Keep her at the distance.
Gaelle has proven that she's at the championship level. She was hesitant at the beginning, which might decide the outcome. Up a draw, the title will stay with the world champion.
Last round. She's tough, but you're not called catching her
Touch gloves,
clean.
last round. Touch gloves, last
You
round.
understand? You're not touching her clean. Let's go. Let's go. You understand? I want you to get on her. One judge shifted, so let's go. For her one then, so go.
There you go. Set it up, nice and light. Touch. Touch, then unload. Come downstairs.
Take these gloves off, eh?
We'll be winning after 8?
We'll be winning at the 8, yeah, by 2 judges.
No way.
By 2 judges, one was going the other way, Mal says.
Le pointage des juges. Décision partagée. Pour Monsieur Carossa, 97-93. Pour Monsieur Méronen, 95-96. Et pour Monsieur Berwick, 97-93. Avantage à la boxeuse qui va être déclarée vainqueur dans quelques instants. Et toujours championne unifiée.
You got hit with the right there a couple of times too.
And the head lost. That's why I was
Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Yeah.
To tell you the truth, maybe you're getting old. No kidding, they want a rematch in Canada. I would have bet all the purse money that she ain't going to see 5th round. I don't know what happened.
I didn't think she was either, and then she kept jumping on that.
If you started in 9th and 10th round like that right away, it would have been okay. Instead, you looking for excuse.
I'm not looking any excuse.
Oh, too many fights.
I landed some good punches and she was tough.
Only 1 minute.
Like I didn't really get hit a lot. I thought I definitely commanded the ring and I was the aggressor, and I had that minute, that moment where the ref was holding our arms and I was like, but did I do enough? It was average, you know, like I wasn't extremely happy. I'm never happy unless I get a knockout. So I'm still not, like, it was a good fight, but I'm still hard on myself. It's kind of hard and cool at the same time because I'm still in it. It's still hard to reflect. But maybe one day I'll be able to just sit back and be like, wow, that was really cool.